Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm Patty. I go by Pattymac Makes everywhere online, and welcome to the channel. I have to just say thank you. Let me just take a moment and sincerely thank all of you for the just overwhelming response and support for the last video where I just came on like I'm doing now with the phone talking to you. I haven't had a response like that to a video in a very long time. So I want to say just really thank you so much. Thank you for the encouragement. So in today's video, I'm going to give you an update on the quilt project. And I'm also going to show you some things that I picked up yesterday at IKEA. And I wasn't going to show this stuff because it's not that exciting, but I had several people write to me and several people comment that they really wanted to know what I got. So I'm going to show you. But first, let's look at the quilt, and you can see there it is. Hang on, I'm going to flip the camera and we will take a better look at it because holy cow, I feel so happy that I got this much of it done. Hang on. So there it is. I've got all of the blocks pieced in. I've got all the sashing done. It's all together. It, I guess as any quilting project goes, it is less than perfect, but I still really like it. I think it looks pretty good. And, especially having to make that mid-project course correction in terms of the last block. I had to come up with something there, like kind of off the cuff, really fast. Oh, and I just spotted a mistake that I made. Okay, there's a couple actually. You know what? Oh well, it's together. That's all I care about right now. Oh, it's so funny. I always tell you guys, take pictures before you commit, and then I didn't do it, and there it is. But it's okay. It's together. I had someone tell me once that the great rug makers of Persia, they hand weave all of their rugs, and even though they are able to make everything perfect, they purposefully put in at least one mistake, and they do that because no man is perfect, only God is perfect. So I remind myself of that when I make glaring mistakes in my own work, and there's a few in this particular quilt top, but you know what? It's fine. I'm going forward. Oh gosh, but I really like it. So there's my star, my heart, the diamond. Oh my gosh, you guys, that block is hard. The pinwheel, I needed a break after the diamond. And then this one that I designed, and you can see I made two. It's supposed to be the same block, and I got turned around. I don't know that I have dyslexia, but I have some issues with getting things in the right place. It's like I have a really hard time reading a long list of instructions, and anyway, such as it is. This was the block that I was originally going to put in the bottom, and I realized it's a 9-patch, and everything else is like based off of a 4-patch or a 16-patch design. And as far as quilting goes, I am literally just going to basically do stitch in the ditch or right next to the ditch, whatever I decide, and just come straight down, because that's just going to be really the easiest way for me to get the quilting done on this thing. Otherwise it just goes on, for eons, and I have to finish it. I had wanted to do like a double border around it, and at this point I'm so tired from it. I just want to get it done. And it's also supposed to have red cornerstones in the outer border, and I don't have any more red. I literally have I'll show you what I have left. I mean, it's not much. That's what I have left. That's it. One 4.5-inch square. That is not going to do it. I stopped in Joanne. We were up there Tuesday, in that general area. And I went in to see if I could just get a little bit more of that red. It was all gone. And it looked to me like they have not had a new shipment come in since the last time I was in, which is probably over a month ago now. So I don't know. I don't know if the shipments are slowing back down or what's going on, but they did not have anything new in the store. So that was interesting. And the red was gone, and I didn't see the gold. And what else? I didn't see the white. So if I hadn't have done the extra, like made them, I won't call it a mistake. I would just call it a redesign. If I hadn't made the redesign on that last row, I would have had enough left over. So I did a good job planning how much material I needed, but when I made that design change, it took all my padding. So this is a project that I designed and drew myself. I use a quilting software I got last summer. I'm still learning how to use it. And I just wanted to see what the full-size quilt would look like in real life. I used the design software when I did the last two table runners. I did a table runner at Thanksgiving and another one for Valentine's Day. I drew both of those and did the color design in that software. And that's how I did this one. So, it is a little bit different how it looks in real life as opposed to how it looks just as an illustration on a computer. So this was kind of my test to see how it was going to look. And so far I like it, except for where I put that one block in backwards. But you know what? It's in there, and I am not taking all that apart. Oh my gosh. No, that's not happening. We're moving forward. So that's what that's about. I wanted the challenge to see how it would look, to design it myself. And then I wanted to have, the video series going through it. And then I wanted to have all of that on my blog as a series. And I just kind of underestimated the amount of effort it would be to do that. So it is what it is. At this point, I'm going to just put on a blue. I'm going to use that same blue as the outer border. And I think I'm going to wind up doing gold for the cornerstones because I still have enough of both of those. So that's good. But the red, I've used all my red. And so it's not exciting. It's just like little buckets of things, but I use them, and I wanted some more to try out. So it's a lot of just organizing stuff. Okay, the first thing was this Dronjins. This was new to me. They were $3.99 a piece. And I just thought, well, you can never have too many of these little baskets. So I got those. These I love. Oh my gosh. What is this called? Doesn't have the name on it. Hold on. Veria. Veria is what it's called. And they have them with just the white insides, and then they have the green insides. They have another one that's black inside. So I decided to try the green, and then I've been using these. And you can see over here, like, this is my scrap bucket. So as I'm cutting and working, all of the scraps go into this bucket, and generally they get tossed out. If I'm going to save them, then I'll save them somewhere. But anyway, these are really, really nice for having on your sewing table to catch your scraps. This piece I got, so this was all in the kitchen section, and I got this to try out in my craft cart, which is right over there. And I think that this piece will fit into the skinny drawers, which is what I want. And I want to use this to see if I can organize some of the scraps that I do keep, because they're kind of all over the place. So that's what this is for. And on that same idea, that's what these are for. Like, I've been saving all of these little the little triangle bits that I cut off from those hearts. Well, you can sew them and they make really good small half square triangles. So I've got kind of a good collection of those. So I thought they might be really good in these little buckets. So that's my thought process there. And these are only like $1 a piece. This was $3.99. Then I got some wooden spoons. I like these flat spoons for cooking. But you know, you can never have too many wooden spoons, and they do look really good in pictures. And you know, I do put recipes on my website, so cute props are always a good thing. And then over here, I got these glass jars. I've been doing, like working with long-term food storage and just kind of putting items away for down the road as things are kind of crazy right now. And I just got a few more, and I've been getting them in Home Goods, but these were so nice, and I just decided to go ahead and try them. And they were $5. This was kind of expensive, but you know, when you take the plastic off, it's a nice seal, and I thought that would be a really pretty cookie jar. And I'll show you the cookies I made. They are amazing. But yeah, so storage jars, this is more for kitchen items than sewing items. And I got these hooks. These were different. So they had in the SCADAS section, they had things that were like more colorful and new. And then they had these that were kind of like a bronze. And I went ahead and got them, and I thought they might be easier to use. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. So over here, I hang my scissors on those little hooks, but you know, that's not the greatest thing. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna get the bigger hooks, and I'll bet they'll hold the cutting tools a whole lot better. There's my color wheel. And yeah, there's the sewing stuff as it's going on. And then I did get one more thing that is like a trolley cart to put together. And that's in the other room. I'll show you that when it's together. That was kind of expensive. I did notice that things were quite a bit more money. Everything was up 20 to 30% at least. So that was eye-opening, and a lot of things that they've had in the past, they did not have this time. So that was interesting. But the trolley, that used to be like a $25 item, I want to say, and I paid $32.99 yesterday. So anyway, I got it anyhow. I need a little help in that back room. And then I'm just going to bring you around, and you can just, this is my total mess of a space. But the last thing I got is this little top here. And so this is like a bamboo cover. You can use it as a cutting surface, but I got it to go on top of my trolley. And I think it's called a Raskag. I don't know. I'll put the name underneath where we're speaking so that you can see what it is. But I'll tell you something. I love these trolleys. They have a knockoff version of them at Michael's. Not as good. Not anywhere near as good. They're large and they're substantial, and it does organize a lot of my odds and ends. So it's just full of all the extra stuff I use, all of the hard drives and all of that kind of mess. And anyway, it just looks sloppy. And all of that's going to get straightened and organized, but I loved this. And if I could flatten out the middle section, I think another one of these would look dynamite. So I'm just going to work with that and see what I can come up with. But that little guy is the other thing I got. So that, my friends, is everything I picked up yesterday. I will tell you, while I was over in IKEA, I looked at some of the furniture, and I am going to have some suggestions for you in terms of sewing tables. You know that I love my Norden, and I have a pretty popular video on that table. But you know what? It went way up in price. So I paid, I think, $199 for it. It was $249, and it was not on the showroom floor. I looked it up in the app, and it was in the app for $249. So that's up $50. That's 25%. And it wasn't in the showroom. And when I checked the stock, the pine is not even listed as coming back to stock. The white, they said maybe July. So they're getting hard to get. As I recall, the pieces are made in Germany. And, you know, with all of this craziness going on, the Germans are having trouble with power supplies and things like that. So we might see products that were normally manufactured in Germany not being made anymore, or at least for a while. So keep that in mind. But anyway, I did see some other items that I think would make good tables. So I will work on a video for that as well as all of these other things. And oh, I will tell you, let's see where, that box down, this is the craziest tripod. The box right under here, that is the, I think that's gonna be the last item that I get from my emergency backup power. So I didn't unbox it yet because I want to unbox that as part of my intro video on what these things are and how I use them. Okay, I have plenty to do, which is why I want to get this quilt finished. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's it. I'm rambling. I'm going to stop. Thank you for watching. I sure hope that you enjoyed this as much or more as the last video, and plenty more to come. And as I get these things in place, I'll kind of show you what I'm doing, especially as I get the scraps somewhat organized. That is like a perpetual issue for all of us. And I actually had people in my Facebook group asking questions just last week about organizing scraps. So I'm not saying that I have the perfect method, but I'll just show you what I do, and you might find something useful or helpful in seeing what I'm doing. But anyway, other than that, that's all that's going on for right now. Thank you as always for watching. I really appreciate you. And that's the video for today. I hope that you have a beautiful weekend and a wonderful week next week. And I will see you around YouTube. And in the meantime, happy sewing and happy quilting.